Hello, welcome back to my channel, Prosperous Living. Yes, so we know we started on a new journey, and this new journey will unfold to us greater things and have the abundant life we always wanted, we always knew we could have. Prosperous living, right? That we deserve to be full of joy, love, kindness, prosperity, success, whatever it is that we desire, relationships that are blissful, harmonious, full of peace and joy, and all of those good things. And the way we are able to get those things to become a part of our life is that we have to change the way what we believe. We have to change our belief system. We have to believe that those things are possible for us. And how do we go about changing that? I'm sure most of you are saying that, right? Like, it's easier to say that because maybe you are having, whatever your assumptions about me are, right? Whatever you believe is true about me, right? And I take all the good stuff. But yeah, we have to learn to change the way we think. That's where our beliefs come from, right? Our thoughts. And so, because our thoughts are creative, we know thoughts turn to things. And as I mentioned or stated the last time, is that everything we see was a thought. Everything. Even I was a thought. I was a thought in divine mind, that which we call God, that the God force, the divine, the eternal, the infinite light, the infinite love. I was a thought in that mind, you are a thought in that mind. And then that power which created us gave us that same gift. It was a gift given to every being, that every man created. Every man is an expression of divine, right? So we are the expressed image of all that is, and we were given the power to create through what? Our thoughts. Our thoughts are creative. We think a thing, we believe it, we feel it to be true, we accept it as a possibility, and not only as a possibility, something that is going to definitely happen. I know when the Bible says, that all things are possible to them that believe, if thou can believe, all things are possible. It's not talking about, when it says possible, it's not saying it might happen or there's a chance it won't happen, right? That's not what the Bible means when it says that all things are possible. When it says that all things are possible, it means that it is a definite way in which it can become manifested. It can become a physical reality, right? Because there is nothing that is impossible to God, right? So if it's impossible to God, that means it's something that can be done and shall be done as long as you believe. And so in order to get the thing that you desire, you have to believe you can have it. And so I'm here to help you transform your thinking, right? And to help you realize that no matter what it is, that it's possible for you. Because we can look around and we see examples all over the world, right, of people having the things that we want, right? People with successful marriages, successful businesses, beautiful skin, the perfect body, the magnificent home, the designer clothes, the luxury cars, whatever, peace of mind, confidence, all those things, right? And you're like, I want that life. I desire a good life too, like why do they have it all and I'm sitting over here, you know, quote unquote struggling, I'm struggling to lose weight. I'm struggling to maintain a good relationship. I'm struggling with peace in my mind. And it all comes and stems from the way you think. You have to be willing to do the work to change the way you think, And if you really, really, really want the things, all those things I just described, if you really want those to be a part of your experience, come on, let's take this journey. Let's take this journey of success, and we're going to learn how to recondition our mind. It's time to recondition the mind. It's time to take that sacred text that a lot of us, believe in, that we hold near and dear to our hearts. And I talk about the Bible because over here in the Western world, that's what most of us gravitate to. I know some people also, I know there are a lot of people, not some people, there are a lot of people also like the sacred text of the Quran. And, you have the Vedas, and you have a lot of other sacred texts, and they're just as significant, true, in their esoteric, symbolic, allegorical meaning, and its literal spiritual meaning, right? So, but because I'm not familiar with those texts, a lot of time I know I won't be referencing those. If that was something that I had studied and became more familiar with, then I could. But different teachers of this truth do quote those other texts. So you have like Joseph Murphy, you have Neville Goddard, they will reference those texts. And if you have any desire to study upon them and get more familiar with them, and to increase your faith in yourself, to increase your belief in yourself, and to transform your mind, hey, by all means, do it. But I will be referencing the Bible because that is something that I am more familiar with, and that I believe is the truth. We said the Bible, is an acronym for basic instructions before leaving Earth. Although most of us don't apply the basic instructions, and we have made it all too mystical and mythical and not really applicable to our own lives, I have come to realize that yes, the Bible is very applicable, is very practical. I can definitely use it to restructure, reprogram my mind, and so this is just like part 2 of the introduction to the law of life. Is the law of belief, and we will start getting more in depth and delving more deeper into how we can go about transforming our minds. There are, numerous amount of techniques. People are selling techniques. Some people are giving it away for free. I mean, you can find it in different books, so what I will be sharing is not anything new. I'm not recreating anything. I'm not inventing the wheel, or I'm not doing anything that you haven't possibly heard about, or that isn't already out there, that you can research yourself and experience yourself, experiment with, to prove it to yourself. Because right, that's the only way you're going to actually know that it works, is to what? Try it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Apply it, see if it works, see if you see a transformation in your life. Allow it to take root in you, and it can happen instantly. It can happen right now, in this moment, because that's the only moment you have. You only really have now. And so now is the time to start believing in yourself. And so here's one thing I'm going to leave you with learning to and accepting this life that you have been given, and to take back your power and control your own mind, and to know that your thoughts are creative, and you want to start changing the way you think so you can have the life you've always wanted. You can just do this very, very simple. Say this very, very simple thing to yourself. And right now I'm just saying something that just comes to mind. It's not anything I've had scripted, but you can say to yourself, I am beautifully, that's a scripture, right? I am fearfully, which is beautifully, magnificently, wonderfully made. Marvelous art thou, marvelous art. Oh, why am I tongue tied? Okay, let's start again. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, that my soul knoweth quite well. Right? You are a beautiful creation. You are dynamic. And just say it to yourself lovingly. When you start to think negatively of yourself, something that I love Joseph Murphy and Neville Goddard would say, never finish a negative thought. Supplant it, change it, rearrange it, and say, you know what? No, I'm a beautiful creature. I am perfect. I am entire. I am whole. I lack nothing. Everything I need has been provided for. It's just time that I recognize that I already have everything I've always wanted. It's already within me. I have the power. I am the power. The power was given to me from my Father. That God force, that energy, that love gave me everything that I could ever hope for, everything I could have ever desired. You know, because once you start speaking well of yourself, it's like a runaway train, right? It's like the little snowball that rolls downhill and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? You just find yourself continue to think along and speak along those lines. And then once you continue to create a new belief by continue to think the same thought, right? Because as we, if I, hopefully I said this before, can't recall if I did, you know that a belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. So you want to keep thinking encouraging thoughts, positive thoughts, believing that wonderful things can happen to you. Not only can they happen, they will happen, they shall happen, that there's nothing to stop them from happening. And the only thing that can stop it from happening is you, your thoughts, because your thoughts are creative. What you think and feel about a thing is the thing that happens. And the only way you can test it is that you have to apply it. You can't just like think it one time and just be like, and then go back to the old way of thinking. No, it has to become a part of you. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but yes, so we'll just call this part 2 of the law of belief. And start right now and saying some good things about yourself. We're going to reestablish a firm foundation. We're going to lay a good foundation of positive, encouraging thoughts about ourselves, right? So that's where you want to start. That's the best place to start. It's just to start believing in yourself, having confidence in yourself, knowing that, with Christ, all things are possible. It's through Christ that gives you the strength. And what is Christ? Christ is the wisdom and power of God. That's what Paul tells us. He tells us that Christ is the wisdom and power of God. You have all the wisdom, you have all the power that you needed. It's a thing, you just have to tap into it. And so until next time, my family, call you my family, right? We're all family. We're all children of the Most High, right? We're all created in the divine image and likeness of all there is, right? So, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health. Be in good health even as your soul prospers. Until next time, my family, have a great day.